Now, in our afternoon drama, the story of a real-life quest to find the source of an enigmatic message.
It's pretty much on the table.
Sorry, a bit engrossed. You're all ready to eat?
Well, kids are drooling a bit.
Yeah, won't be a minute.
Yeah, he said 6:30.
I know, I'll come.
No rush. Right.
It's something Sue sent me.
Sue de what?
Sue from Sheppey.
Oh, yes, Sioux. A long time.
She found a bottle on the beach with this letter in it. It's French.
You're translating it for her. I'll leave you to it. We'll suck the table mats while we're waiting.
Sue's asked me down there.
To Sheppey? Ah.
Ah, what?
You got time for it?
Of course not. I've got a deadline to meet. Then, of course, there's the kids.
Yes.
But I would like to go. There's something about it that's tantalising.
Suppose you wouldn't fancy taking Baloo.
This is the exact spot.
Imagined it prettier.
But just here, between the mud and the stones. It was the blue that drew me. As you know, I do keep stuff. OK, I hoard stuff. But I could no more leave it here than abandon my own child.
When did you see there was something inside?
I was wearing gloves. I couldn't unscrew the lid. I took it home.
God, it is bleak here, Sue. Rugged, I call it.
See, I quite like a hint of rugged. Oops, giving myself away a bit there. How's Jeremy?
What do you think? Swamped.
Ridiculous lives we lead. Come back from an assignment and the kids are a week older. How are yours? Fine.
Him?
Yeah. Well, 13, you know.
Baloo!
Thanks for translating the letter, Karen. And for making the trip.
That's okay. Bit difficult to resist. Listen, I am completely desperate to see the bottle.
Well, let's go back then. Emo! Emo!
Come on, Baloo!
First time, it took me a while to get the lid off. Good thing it was tight, though.
You didn't mention this.
Oh, yes. I'd say a young person, wouldn't you? Like she might have snipped it from the boy's fringe. Touching it, I don't know, feels a bit like snooping.
Well, it was thrown into the sea.
Doesn't mean it was meant to be found, though.
No, that's true. I've spent so long bashing away at the copy you sent me, it's... well, a bit of a shock, really, seeing the original. A real thing from a real person.
Felt that reading your translation. She's lost her son. She's devastated. Eventually she throws a letter into the sea, to him. There's a sort of... I'm sorry, am I sounding manic?
It's okay, sort of what?
A puzzle, I suppose. Mystery. Do you think he might have drowned?
Possibly. All the watery images, yes, possible. Sue, would you let me borrow it?
The letter?
Yes. And the bottle.
Oh, and the bottle.
Could I?
Well,
I need to look at it more closely. Sorry, is that difficult? It is, isn't it?
after you sent me the first translation, I had a bad couple of days. Her boy, her Maurice, was the same age as Kim is now.
Yes.
Don't think I'm being smothering, but I've been spending more time with him, taking him to football, walking with him to the bus.
I do understand that. I had this weird feeling that the letter had been sent to me, intentionally to me. It's hard to let it go.
No, I'm not sure I can.
But I don't just mean... Sue, I can't chuck it, like yesterday's paper.
Well, no.
I need to find her.
What? The writer?
I just need to.
God. Is that possible?
It's what I do, isn't it?
But what have you got to go on?
Well, this, really.
Yeah. OK. I'm with you. You need it. Take it, Karen. Yes, do take it, but swear to me you'll look after it.
On my kitchen table, and reflected back to me in the night-darkened window along with an image of myself, hunched over it like Frodo over his ring, the bottle, a perfectly elegant blue teardrop of glass, its paper secret unravelled beside it, and the voice, her voice, speaking to me through the flowing strokes of that delicate hand.
Ma vie a commencé avec lui à sa naissance. My life started when he was born, and I thought it was over when he left me one summer's evening, never to return.
Karen, news night.
Thanks, won't be long.
Back on that thing.
This thing, yes. Trying to read between the lines.
Oh.
What?
You're going ahead with all this? Putting in the hours?
It started to feel like, I don't know, an obligation. Why isn't he asleep?
I think it's the Gallic Wars.
Oh, hasn't done his homework.
A bit wobbly test tomorrow.
Well, I'm not construing Latin at this time of night. Can you tell him we'll go through it in the morning?
He won't be happy.
I know, but he should have thought of that before.
Go and have a few words, settle him down.
If you could.
It's taking you over a bit, isn't it, this business?
It's not taking me over, it's just...
What?
Yes, I suppose it is a bit, but...
I'd better go.
Juggling of this week's been called in inner circle.
I think about her child, the manner of his death. By what catastrophe or lapse of nature was his green shoot life cut down? And as for her, where is she now? I've started anyway. Tomorrow my call from the French Institute of Medical Research. Stats department. Of course we all know what they say about statistics. 43.851% of them are made up on the spot.
Yes, of course I remember. You asked about a boy who drowned.
Well, he might have drowned. You were kind enough to say that you'd check.
I said you'd never find him.
I know, but you did say...
I have checked.
You have?
Remember I said there were subcategories of drowning?
You gave me the codes.
You have them to hand? E910 for accidental drowning, E954 for suicide, and so on.
Yes.
Very well. The total number of boys drowned in France between the ages of 10 and 14 for the following years are... This is what you want?
Yes, it's what I want.
You better have a long piece of paper handy. Is as follows. Year 1979, E910, 39, E9540, E9640, E9849. Year 1980, E910, 39.
Look, could you possibly fax all these to me?
Fax them? To England?
Well, that's where I live.
I suppose so. I suppose that's possible.
Thank you. And could I possibly come back to you when I've looked at the figures?
Come back to me, why?
To track them back. To find the real people they belong to.
I'm very sorry, but there's absolutely no possibility of doing that.
But if
I don't think you're listening to me, Mrs. Liebreich. Impossible, I said. We just don't keep that information.
Il n'est pas un instant de ma vie, mon fils, où tu ne sois présent. Que de chemins traversés avant... There is no moment in my life, my son, where you are not present. How many paths I travelled before I was able to listen and hear the sound of my pain. Our pain.
Your first time, I imagine, Dr Liebreich.
Oh, yes.
Do you mind?
No, that's fine.
Never seem to have time for it at home. They say it's got health benefits, but I'm frankly dubious. Are you a muesli person?
Oh, I've had my muesli moments.
I would offer you some, but I'm fiendishly short of gold top.
That's fine, thanks. I had my breakfast at breakfast time.
Probably not quite what you expected.
The office? Well, no, it's... I thought when I came in very Philip Marlowe. The big desk, the window blinds, the engraved glass door. I mean, your chair, leather with a, rotating facility.
Philip Marlowe? Yes, slightly better homicide credentials than me. Here it's largely recreational adultery. Long lensing through hotel windows, never any winners. I've read your letter.
What do you think?
Not a hell of a lot to go on, is there? Don't worry, Dr Liebreich. I didn't intend to charge you. A possibility. Have you thought the letter could be Esther?
Well, no.
Considered it?
No, because I wouldn't know what it meant.
Electronic static detection analysis. If the sheet of paper had been in a pad, for example, it might have picked up impressions from what was written on the page above it. So if the mother had written her address on the preceding sheet of the pad, might be worth it. Would cost a bit.
Something you could do?
No, but I know a man who could. But apart from that...
No clues.
That's it, you've nailed it. Total absence of clues is precisely our stumbling block. Detection-wise, a complete bummer.
Yeah, should I stick with it, do you think? I mean, in your opinion?
When I was in the police force, an inspector once said to me, detective work is the business of tirelessly going up alleys to see if they're blind. I suppose in the end, it depends how tireless you are.
Yes.
But I would add to that. However vacant the alley looks, make sure you sift it for details before you write it off. So, I suppose I ought to get back to my infidelity.
Yes, oh, thank you.
I will say...
Yes?
The bottle's unusual.
Yes.
Colour-wise and in addition to that, shape-wise. Unique, I'd say. You could try the manufacturer, Evian. They might jump on it. Their bottle magnificently adrift on the ocean. The marketing angle. To be part of a global quest. Yes, they might get rather excited.
To be frank, we're not particularly interested, Mrs. Liebreich, in your little story of the bottle on the beach.
Uh-huh.
No, but the bottle you describe was easy for us to identify. It was in production from October 2001.
October?
It's called the Millennium 2002.
Ah, well, that's excellent.
Excuse me?
My friend found it in February 2002, so that narrows down the window. Do you see what I mean?
What window, Mrs. Liebreich?
I mean, it must have been thrown into the sea between October 2001 and February 2002.
Yes.
Well, that is a window. It gives me the date I need so I can focus on a particular period to check the death notices rather than...
Mrs. Liebreich, we bottle water. That's all we do. If you want to discuss windows, you should go to an architect. And if you wish to investigate death notices, perhaps you should make a trip to the Bibliothèque Nationale.
Yes, well, thank you for...
In Paris. That's where you'll find it, Mrs. Liebreich. At its usual location.
How long for?
A few days at least.
Hotel?
Oh, no, I'll stay with Catherine.
Ah, relive your student days.
Yeah, right. I don't think you need be envious.
No time for boulevarding.
Have you been into the Bibliothèque Nationale? Think Marabar Caves.
You're sticking with it, then?
Yes.
OK.
I know you think it might be futile.
Do I?
Well, maybe you don't. Maybe it's me who thinks it might be futile.
No problems.
I prefer to look at the original newspapers.
Unfortunately, that's not possible. Everything from that period is microfiche now.
There's so much of it.
Your third day here.
And the heat.
But you're finding what you want.
Oh, really? Lots of sad deaths. Unfortunately, not the sad death I'm looking for. I'm sorry, that sounded callous. Look at this. June 1997. Christelle. Her mother put this in the paper 4 years after her death. After all this time, it should be getting better. Well, it's not getting better, it's getting worse. Daughter of nowhere. She could not find her place in this intolerant world. She could not cope with the brutal death of her daddy. The wound still gapes. Her absence remains unbearable.
Well, do let me know if I can be of help.
Is there somewhere I can make a phone call? It's me. Are you both back from school now?
Yeah. What's it like?
It's very hot. How is your leg?
Fine.
You're not to play rugby if it's still hurting.
You home tomorrow?
Yes. Is your sister there?
No, she's out.
Who with?
Chrissy, Thing, Miller, and Tom.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Why not?
Well, what does Dad say?
No, he's not here.
What time is he back?
Don't know. Can I go, Mum? Because William's waiting.
Yes, I'm sure William's waiting and it's all mega urgent, but promise me you won't wander away from one another and don't...
Mum, I've really got to.
All right, yes, all right, goodbye. Be careful.
Bye.
More?
Yes, to the brim.
You're doing yourself in. Sweating it out all day in that dreadful monolith.
The summer that cooked Paris. Oh, that's good.
Aren't you, Karen?
Aren't I what?
Doing yourself in.
Am I?
You're too...
What?
I don't know. Desperate.
Kathleen, I'm trying to track something down.
I know, but you're so dogged. You should try some different avenues.
Oh, what weird stuff, please.
There's a guy Thierry knows who's a follicologist.
Hair?
Obviously, follicles, hair, yes. There is a lock of hair, isn't there? From the bottle.
Yes.
Karen, by just running his hands through my hair, he could tell me I'd had a divorce, that I'd had problems at the lycée, even, fantastically, that I'd had no father to bring me up.
Yeah, I must say that sounds pretty fantastic.
I think it's through the touching, the closeness.
Yeah, I see the appeal, but sounds a bit heavy on the bodily contact to me.
God, you English.
What?
Talk about...
Yes?
Uptight.
Kathleen, I am not handing over those pieces of hair to some loser who wants to get intimate with my scalp.
Don't be ridiculous. Why would he lay a finger on you? It's not even your hair.
Nothing came of the hair analysis, but it doesn't matter. The geologist might observe in a philosophical moment, just because you can't feel the tremors doesn't mean the mountain isn't moving.
Mrs. Liebreich?
Yes?
Delphine Lepage devient.
Oh, Mrs. Lepage, thank you for...
I can give you no more information.
I know you said.
Not about the bottle.
I do understand.
Exactly. I've exhausted all avenues.
Yes.
But there's something. An American movie you might want to see.
A movie?
Message in a Bottle. The title.
I see.
Kevin Costner.
Y
Dances with Wolves.
Yes, know who he is.
Made in 1999, and I believe it's still available.
Thank you, yes, I'm sure I can find it.
Might be worth a try.
Coffee?
Oh, better not have any more.
Another late night, then?
Won't be long. Oh, dear.
Feeling a bit pointless.
Well, I know you'd like it to be.
Would I?
Wouldn't you? Like me to jack it all in?
No, Karen. I mean, it doesn't seem to make you terrifically happy, but...
You don't think I'm just a voyeur, do you?
Well,
I mean, I'm not just some salivating ambulance chaser.
I can see you're driven, and I don't really know why, but I don't believe you're a ghoul, no.
Tomorrow I'm meeting Alison Morgan.
Ooh.
Yes, I know you think she should be burned as a witch.
Did I ever say that?
No, but you flash me that hard man of science look whenever her name is mentioned. I'm hoping she can give me, what do they call it in CSI? A psychometric profile.
Remind me, Laban specialist?
Lacan, the psychoanalyst. Laban is dance. No flippancy, please.
Nice to see you, Karen. Find yourself a seat if you can. Oh, Filbert! Just shove him on the floor. He can't resist a lap.
He's such a gorgeous black. How'd you get him so shiny?
Gourmet cat food and a personal trainer.
Oh.
No, that was a joke. Karen, I've looked at your translation of the letter.
What do you think?
You're trying to get a picture, a sort of photo fit of the missing person.
That's about it, yes.
Well, nothing's certain.
No.
I emphasise that.
Of course.
But fundamentally... Well, this is complex, but I don't know how familiar you are with all this stuff. But fundamentally... In a theoretical paradigm of Freud through Lacan, it is a classic hysterics letter.
Oh.
Her firstborn is a substitute for her missing phallus. The phallus standing for differentiation, what is or isn't there.
Wow.
The son becomes a substitute for all her emotional and erotic needs. Theoretically, he becomes the phallus that the woman sees herself as missing in the absence of her, the mother's penis.
Bloody hell.
Briefly, I get the picture of a Catholic woman from a high-class French family who used her son to fill the vacuum left by an unhappy marriage and an empty life. She's turned away from men and towards a lesbian relationship, phallus-free. Filbert!
He's fine. Honestly, I like him.
I'm sorry, Karen, I've waxed lyrical. As my husband put it rather embarrassingly last week at a dinner party, get Alison onto the phallus and it's the devil's own job to shake her off.
Alison?
Sorry, yes. Colin can be a bit earthy after a few bevies. Now, I make it tea time. Could you engage with a cream slice?
What's happened?
Nothing.
You look a bit bashed. Again.
The hydrographic office were going to give me some kind of tidal map so I could see where the bottle was ditched.
No go?
No.
Well, I got you something.
What is it?
Present.
Oh?
Go on.
You found it?
Knowing what a fan you are of schmaltz.
Thank you. Yes, probably dire.
No, I mean, good cast. Paul Newman, Costner.
Why do you think she put me onto it? Does she just think I'm some wacko with a desert island complex?
Might be something in it.
I'm sorry?
No, I mean, there might be something in the film. Some clue.
Fancy it?
Probably not. Homework. Enjoy.
J'ai réussi. Grâce à toi, mon amour. Thanks to you, my love. I succeeded in transforming this suffering into love, into life. Today, I know you were just passing through to show me the way, to reveal how I could live my life.
Whoa, Jeremy!
Hello?
Come in, come in! Come in!
Yeah, hang on.
No, this is incredible. Come now.
Sorry, I was...
Listen. Here's the scenario. This woman...
What, the film?
The film, yes. There's a message in a bottle found on the beach. Anonymous, a love letter.
Bit of a déjà vu.
No, but it's the words. Look, I've written them out, okay? This is the translation I did for Sue. You read the words from the film, and I'll read the words from our bottle.
So, what, just...
Yeah, we take turns.
Okay. To all the ships...
Yes.
To all the ships at sea and all the ports of call.
To all ships at sea, to all ports of call.
To my family and to all friends and strangers.
To my family, to all friends and strangers.
This is a message and a prayer.
This is a message, a prayer. Do you see?
Yes.
I mean, they're not just similar. She watched it.
Rather changes things.
I'll see. She plagiarised the words of the film.
Might have got the whole message in a bottle idea from watching it.
I mean, how much of it? How much of the letter was really her? I mean, if she'd been ransacking French literature... There's a new master at my old college. I'm going to give him a ring. He might be interested. He would be great, don't you think? I feel we're on the edge of something.
I just worry.
What?
It's the child thing, isn't it?
What child thing?
That's why you need to find her. Not because you're a ghoul... but because you have some sort of hidden compulsion to follow her, because you're a mother.
I don't like you saying that.
Mother?
No. I don't like you saying hidden compulsion. Very good of you to find time for me, Professor.
Long time since you were a student here.
I thought I might be saying Cambridge never changes, but I think it has.
Yes, doesn't everything? This... more fascinating than I expected it to be. A letter in a bottle. I mean, not very original
No.
as a conceit, as a contextual repository, but found texts are always fascinating. And these cliched forms undoubtedly have a certain power to imprint themselves in our imagination.
I was interested in...
Yes?
Well, the handwriting. What do you think? Does that...
Average hand of an average French schoolgirl, I would think. Similarly, the style.
Not a professional writer, then?
Well, no. No doubt read a lot, reads a lot. Teacher, perhaps. Influence here and there of the symbolists. Baudelaire peeps through. Lamartine, Rimbaud. Human feeling engaged with through the elemental passions of the natural world, and water, wind and so forth.
Yes, but I mean, for me the problem,
Yes?
well, is how do I find her?
Ah, but why do you want to? That's possibly an even more interesting question, I think.
You see, at the moment...
You set yourself a quest, a sort of grail quest, to find the person and the actual situation behind the text. You want to ask her about her bereavement, what really happened to her son. Has she recovered? What's she doing now?
You don't think I'll find her?
I wonder whether that's the most interesting aspect of the business, that's
Well,
all.
I suppose...
Probably not what you wanted to hear, I'm sorry if that's the case.
Professor, do you mind if I ask you a more personal question?
Please do.
Did the letter have any... I mean, did you find it in any way moving?
I began to find it haunting. My sympathies were awakened.
Yes.
I was moved by it, actually. Much more than I expected to be. I showed it to my wife. She had the same sort of response. In fact, the tears welled up in her eyes, and immediately she... strangely...
Yes?
Well, she went away to phone our grown-up daughter, who's 36 and married. Just suddenly needed to. That's the whole of literature, isn't it? Our emotions exercised by engagement with a character who doesn't even exist.
But I think she does exist.
Well,
Thank you so much, Professor. You've given me something crucial.
Oh, have I? That's rather gratifying.
Not perhaps what he intended to give me. His analysis all interesting, painstaking, authentic, just like my quest. But what really hit home... his wife's tears, that impulsive phone call to her daughter, touched by the heart of this story, the thing that makes you tremble. How precarious everything is. Your journey, he said to me in words he never uttered, and I see now that Jeremy was right. Your journey is not primarily a pilgrimage of the intellect, but of a flesh and blood mother, determined to grasp the reality of the loss of a child. And what you find out, that you must live. It's a present from Daniela. Candle stopper, sealing wax, and this.
Don't get it.
It's a message in a bottle kit. See, you fill this in. Ahoy. Be it known that, and then I'm supposed to insert Karen, set this adrift on whatever the date, and then you write your address here, then put it all in the bottle with any other knickknacks of your choice, stopper it up and consign it to the ocean.
Splash.
Exactly. You can even stick a photo of yourself here if you want.
Very tasteful.
Well, I love it.
So when's launch day?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I'll hang on to it. I couldn't bear to see it floating away. That's close. What's going on out there?
It's the emergency helicopter. Looks like it's coming down in the park by Staveley Road. Are you thinking about...
First time by himself.
Yes, but...
I'll call Marion. She lives nearby.
I can't see why it would...
I just need to.
Yeah, okay. I mean, shall I walk round there? I don't think it's very likely to be anything. But...
Marion? Karen, we were just watching the helicopter coming down by... It is?
The boy's been hit by a motorbike.
How old?
Primary school, 6 or 7, I should think. It looks like he's all in hand.
Oh, that sounds...
I think they're treating him for a broken arm. But I can see he's talking to the paramedics.
Yes, all right. Yes, thanks.
You okay, Karen?
A bit of a moment of panic. Thanks.
We're not thinking...
Thanks. Boy on the zebra crossing. Motorbike hit him. She thinks he broke his arm. Little kid, 6 or 7, maybe.
6 or 7, oh well, that's a relief.
Yes. For us. I'm less keen on this bit of Paris, but I had to come. Intelligent friends assure me that this woman is worth a visit, and no, I haven't abandoned my common sense, but Can't afford to miss something vital just because I'm averse to a bit of mumbo-jumbo.
You said on the phone you'd have something for me to look at.
Yes.
Oh, quite large. Perhaps you'd better sit at the table.
Sorry about the layers. It's rather delicate. There.
What on earth is it?
It's a letter in a bottle. I'd like you to tell me about it.
You don't want to give me the background?
Well, I'd rather hear what you think.
Ah, you want to test me?
I just don't want to load you with what I've heard so far, all those preconceptions.
I see. Well, can I open the bottle and read the letter?
I prefer you just to tell me what you can before you read it.
You'd prefer that. Would you like to take these and shuffle them thoroughly?
Tarot?
No. My own creation. Shuffle, please. I see death. Something very hard, something like a cry for help. Yes, possibly a cry for help. There's something terribly dark here. To be frank, it's making my head ache rather badly. Is it a woman who wrote? I see a woman suffering. Actually, it's dreadful. It's splitting my head open.
Oh.
Give me 13 cards. 13. It's very strange. Does she mention the death of a man? I see the death of someone male.
Yes, a boy. How do you know?
Because I see it. The death is linked to the violence of a man. Yes. That child, what, 10 to 15 years old? 12 years old?
13.
Did you find this on the English coast?
Yes.
It came from a boat?
Possibly.
Is the letter written in French?
Yes.
That's what I see. Writing in French.
Well, you'd expect...
And a boat. Violence on the boat. Cries of violence. Something underwater. Does she speak of violence? Something difficult with a man?
The death I mentioned. Her son.
Yes. That's what I see. May I touch the letter now? It's very long. Can you summarize it?
Yes. Her son died at the dawn of summer.
Exactly. I can hardly bear to hold it. The pain in my head. Excruciating.
Here, let me...
Yes, please, put it away. I'm thinking... Perhaps the child committed suicide. I see her swimming underwater to fish something out. I see a woman losing blood. Lots of it from her lower stomach. Does she speak at all of how he died? No?
No.
You're going to have problems finding this person. Are you sure she's alive?
Well, no.
I see death. For me, this woman is no longer alive. I don't see her alive anymore. I don't think you will ever find her.
To Maurice's mother, wherever you are. It's over. Today I'll put the finishing touches to my book and to my search for you. The manuscript will go into an envelope and begin its own journey upon the ocean of the wide world, and perhaps one day you will read it. To have found you after everything would have been the greatest thing. It's not only that I want a final question answered. I know that only by meeting you would I know what that question was. I wonder if you will receive my message.
Au revoir, mon fils. Au revoir, mon amour. Je t'aime de tout mon cœur, de toute mon âme. I love you with all my heart, all my soul. And I'm proud to have been your mother.
Got your drink?
Oh, dear, time. Probably shouldn't do a pint.
Thanks for making it, though.
Still, if I drink it fast. Urgent, you said.
I'm going to take you back.
Yep, not too far, meeting at 2.
That weird day on Sheppey last week. You know, the French television crew. Sue and me, tracking shot, wandering along the tide line, hair blowing in the Force 9 gale. Of
course.
Sue's dog buggering up the continuity by crapping up.
Yes, it was a long day for you.
I mean, they used it.
They used...
They used the item. The film report.
It went out?
Right across France, pretty well straight away.
Wow. God, that should be good for the book.
Yes, but not only that. The French website I showed you, Bouteille à la Mer. Olivier?
Olivier.
The bloke that runs it, never mind, rang me this morning. He'd had a phone call himself from her.
From?
Maurice's mother is alive. She's alive. And she saw the program.
Blimey, Karen.
She wants to meet me.
Good. That is good, is it?
Well, it's fantastic, isn't it? What?
I'm just thinking about what you said about being nervous. I think you said a bit scared about what you might find.
Yes, I am. But I've got to, haven't I? After all this time, obviously. Mustn't I? How couldn't I? I mean, for Pete's sake, I'd be crazy not to. Isn't it?
She speaks to me. On the phone. Bonjour, Karen. As though tentatively catching up with a long-lost college friend. We will meet in a cafe in the small town where she lives. I take the boat to France. They're sitting at a table in the furthest alcove. She and a male companion. Pretty, graceful. She sets a pale handbag down beside her feet. Discreet adornments. Lovely hands.
Bonjour. C'est Karen?
Bonjour, Karen. Mon compagnon, Max.
Bonjour.
She doesn't look it, but she's in her 60s now. And I have to remind myself that when her child died, she was a young woman in the full turmoil of parenthood. We sit, coffee, small talk, more coffee.
Your book was fascinating to me, Karen.
Thank you.
The astrologers, the tarot readers, the hair sample analyst, they all had their individual ways of being spectacularly wrong.
I thought... Yes.
But for starters, I am not a Catholic woman from a high-class French family, and I didn't use my son to fill the void of a failed marriage. I was happily married when all my children were born. And all that psychobabble, that my son became a phallus that I'm supposed to be pining for, how insulting is that? But the medium...
Yes, she had a lot of ideas.
All of them wide of the mark. I am not, and never have been, a lesbian, or a woman abandoned by men, on the contrary.
And her visions. Do you remember?
Of course I remember.
Of violence, a violent man, and of a woman hemorrhaging from her stomach.
There was no such man, and no bleeding. She got nothing right. It was she who pronounced me dead and said you'd never find me. Well, here I am. And you have.
And the water, her visions of a woman swimming underwater.
No, he didn't drown. Maurice died on an ordinary day in town. A Saturday. My husband and I had gone shopping for a new television set. The younger kids came with us in the back of the car. Maurice didn't fancy it. He wanted to stay and ride his bike. The point is, we spent an age going from pillar to post, and we were away for longer than we meant to be. An interminable afternoon. And eventually, as we drove up to the house, I saw a group of people standing in the road. A tangled bicycle. And then Maurice. Maurice covered with a green blanket. No one facilitated events. No one was to blame. It was just fate. Yes, it was the film that gave me the idea for the letter in the bottle. But this was many years, of course, 21 years after Maurice's death.
So long?
One day I made the decision that it was time. I wrote the letter and put it in the bottle. My friend Christine came with me on the ferry and we selected a wave. This is Maurice. The last picture we took of him.
He does have the most lovely eyes. And smile. My son has a red t-shirt exactly like this. There's something... It's difficult.
Please, say it.
I suppose a sort of question. Or maybe more like some apprehension. I'm trying to find words for...
Please.
About the outcome for you of that time. That time of...
I wonder if you're actually asking me a different question. I wonder if you're asking me if I can make sense of it. If it has any meaning. There's a man who ran the newspaper kiosk where Maurice used to buy bubblegum. One day he said to the man, rather cheekily probably, "Why don't you put the sweets higher up where children can see them instead of under the counter?" That man spoke to me after Maurice's death. He said, "I hadn't reorganised that stall for 20 years. So I set to work just because of what he said. I did it, and I liked it. And whenever a child comes to the stall now, I think of Maurice. I think of your boy. We're made up of other people, aren't we? Of those moments when they touched us, and we them."
And I didn't say, but wish I had, that your letter, in that bottle, has carried you and Maurice further still, as has my book about you, into the hearts of many others like some contagious benediction. On the ferry back to England, I see a pod of dolphins leaping out of a mirror-calm sea. I've crossed the channel many times and seen nothing but seagulls and debris. I can hardly believe my eyes. But the whole ferry load of passengers sees it too and gasps in amazement. And it is a beautiful thing. Of course I don't believe in such things. But it really does seem like a good sign.
This video was uploaded to the channel Thinking Out Louder. Please like, comment and subscribe to the Thinking Out Louder channel. Thank you.